Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Today, we've got a good matchup ahead between the Miami Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Zack Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Zack Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zack Greinke. Up, down, in, and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zack Greinke brings his A-game, he can shut anybody down.
Set to go now as Curtis Granderson is into the box to get this one underway. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Two and one. Ball. Now the 2-1. Up high in the air. Lamb over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting third, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker, career line against Greinke. He's got 8 hits in 30 at-bats. He's also taken him deep 4 times. First pitch on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
High in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So a good start here for Zack Greinke. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jose Arena, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now to the plate, Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Ketel.
First offering on its way.
Hey.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is pulled into right. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. This guy was one of 3 Silver Sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Eduardo Escobar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box, David Peralta. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Arena isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
Coming to the plate now, Steven Souza, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
1-0. Here it is. That misses 2-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Granderson is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for Arizona, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Starlin Castro. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Starlin Castro.
First pitch on its way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see 1 flamethrower and 1 guy that throws below the speed limit.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
2-2.
This is in the air to left field. Peralta is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Number 45.
And let's take a look at outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Everyone knows this guy for light tower power and the ability to hit the ball out of the park. But the first time he burst on the scene was with a miraculous defensive play to save Jordan Zimmerman's no-hitter in Washington, D.C. Look for him to have an impact on the defensive side as well.
Into the box now, Peter O'Brien. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
No score here as we play inning number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Batting 6, the catcher, Jorge.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Hit in the air out to center field. Marte waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Jake Lamb, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Jay.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking him up and putting him down. This guy can go get him in the gaps.
Stepping in, Wilmer Flores. Head-to-head with Jose Urena. He's only 2 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, and that's the second out.
The shortstop,
Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. First offering on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another 2-2 offering. He stays alive, still 2-2. Line towards center field. Brinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the third with no score. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
batting 9, the pitcher, number 62, Jose Urena.
So here now is the pitcher, Jose Arena. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Greinke, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Zach Greinke.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
1 strike.
The 3-1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Alex.
Digging in, Alex Avila. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
In now, Ketel Marte, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Nope. Ball.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Greinke at second, Avila at first with no outs. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Here comes Granderson, but he won't get there. It falls in. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're
big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Now a pitch popped up. Back behind short. He's going to be kicking himself. Anderson will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, David.
Bases are loaded here with one away. And up next, the outfielder, David Peralta. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
3 balls, no
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-0. Lined into right, a base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza. Out in front of it, strike one. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. The 0-1 delivery. And it's fouled away. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and in to hit next will be Jake Lamb. First pitch coming, here it is. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Now the 1-0. Pitch is popped up. Anderson is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. The 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Marte, the runner at third. Peralta on second. Souza on at first with 2 down. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Here's the 2-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rob. I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And that misses 1-1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 3 innings complete. D-backs out in front, 4-0. In is Curtis Granderson. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
That evens it up 1-1. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. 2-2. He is at the knees and called strike 3.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Now at the plate, Neil Walker. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get it up on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single, and hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Here's Starlin Castro. And that misses ball 1. Walker leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Marlins leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Greinke. And, Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so It'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
1-1.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. And this will get all the way to the wall now. The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline. Gloved by Walker. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Pitch on its way to Avila. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Now here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. A diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Into the box, Ketel Marte, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
The third baseman, number 5.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. On a line to shortstop.
Next to the Diamondbacks, no fielder, David Peralta.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit-by-pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Caleb Smith answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Steven Souza will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
No, that missed.
And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Two and one now to Steven Souza.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Avila at third. Marte over at second. Peralta at first. 2 out in the inning. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Payoff pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 outs, this might get them all home. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. One and one the count to Jake Lamb. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And it's fouled away. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
3-2 pitch. Fouled off. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Diamondbacks. It's not just the air conditioning that has these folks fired up. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off for Miami.
Thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, number 45.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Urena hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in a proverbial rocking chair where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup. And then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
The Marlins.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. The 1-1 home is a fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike.
He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Digging in to try it again, JT Riddle. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. 2-0 now. Riddle, a Kentucky-born ball player. He was a 13th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he bunched him up a bit as this is lined softly over first. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Standing in now, Lewis Brinson, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peralta's under it. He's there to make make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Martin Prado will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Martin Prado.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Strike two as the fastball is let go. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Marlins forced to settle for one. Home half of the fifth coming up. D-backs lead it 7-1. Austin Bryce gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready once again, Wilmer Flores. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Digging in once again, Nick Ahmed. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Anderson is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the pitcher, Zach Greinke.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Flores stands at first with one out. Two and 0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
This is on the ground over to first, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box, Alex Avila. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Riddle backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 4, Ketel.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ketel Marte. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Escobar, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson, and that's the 3rd out. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. They're on top 7-1. Ready for another shot now, Curtis Granderson. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time is in there. A called strike 3.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today. In now, Brian Anderson.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Starlin Castro. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Greinke comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. They're down 7-1. Now batting, David Peralta. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Steven Souza. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. One pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And it's gone as they add still another. solo home run there for Steven Souza, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Standing in now, Jake Lamb. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. To 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Count still at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Once again, a 3-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game
Now
he's
batting,
gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Ready with another 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2, good changeup with some depth.
1-2. Here it comes. Popped him up. Toward the dugout. Did he catch it? He did. What a play there to end the inning. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It is now 8-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hard hit at third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jorge Alfaro. He'll time up. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, JT Riddle, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
The center fielder, number 9, Lewis Brinson.
Into the box now, Lewis Brinson. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Riddle is off at first with 2 away. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. 2 out with the man at first. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Two pitches fouled away. The 2-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. Still even at 2-2. outside and a full count, 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Marlins leave one. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Arlene Garcia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 66, Arlene Garcia. Now playing shortstop and batting
So striding in, Nick Ahmed. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Brinson, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The pitcher, number 21, Zach Greinke.
Digging in and looking for more, Zach Greinke. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Alex Avila. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Pitch on its way to Avila. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Alfaro has it, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Yohan Lopez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
Settling in now, Miguel Rojas, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Well, Mark, this is a case where the power pitcher won out in this one. Overpowering, moving the ball up, down, in and out. Lots of swings and misses, and a little bit of a rough go for finesse guy.
Yeah, he just executed better, Dan, across the board, getting ahead, Strike one, and then able to mix in his nasty off-speed stuff with high-velocity fastballs behind it. The finesse guy, more over the heart of the plate, and when that happens, that spells disaster.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Curtis Granderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pops this one up. Escobar in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on.
Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. One and one.
That missed. That's the ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Miami down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. Rojas ranging up the middle, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. At the plate, Eduardo Escobar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and one strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
In now, David Peralta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Steven Souza. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Change up low, 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Now the 2-0 is up and away, but called a strike.
2-1.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Escobar, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. O'Brien shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Striding in once again, Neil Walker starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Caldero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Standing in now, Starlin Castro, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Now batting, number 45.
Digging in, Peter O'Brien. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll two.
Strike one to start the at bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Runner at first here, one man out. And he misses 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
The 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peralta is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
The 1-1 misses. Ball 2.
2-1 to count.
A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Miami down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the over. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. Arizona led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Zach Greinke earns the victory on the mound. Jose Arena allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we